Hello, everyone. As a follow-up to our meeting last week, we thought we'd put together a video on creating studios just to review. So as you can see, I'm within Scratch, and I have also logged into my account. So I'm logged into my account in the Scratch website. Once you've done this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your stuff. So one way to do this is to click on the folder icon right here, which is your stuff. The other way you can do that is by clicking on your name and navigating to My Stuff. So there are two ways to get to it. So once you're in My Stuff, there's a couple ways, a couple different options you have for you. You have a new project or a new studio button, and either of those will allow you to make a new project or a new studio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click New Studio. Once you click New Studio, it starts up. I would start by giving it a title, so we'll just call this Sample Studio. And there's your title. Once you've given your studio a title, one thing to consider is what do you want to do in terms of allowing people to add? Making it open and allowing anyone to add projects is one option, and if you would like that to be possible, you click the checkbox, and now anybody, whether they're a curator or not, may add a project. This might be one option for you if you want to just make it really super easy for students to add content to your studio. However, let's say that you you want to make it so only people who are curators or managers can add content. You uncheck that box. So once that's done, your studio is pretty much ready to go. The next step that maybe you want to do is you want to add curators to it. So the first step in making somebody a curator or even eventually a manager is to first follow them. I think there should be a link that I'm going to attach on the video that you should be able to link or click on to navigate you to the video on how to follow other Scratchers. But we're going to kind of keep going here, and here I've clicked on the Curators tab. So right now I only have managers. If I want to add curators, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the bottom panel down here. You can see there's a little arrow, and it shows me all the people that I'm following. So I can now choose anybody I'm following and add them as a curator. So for example, I could add Jeremy. And I know that I've successfully invited Jeremy, and I could add Tina. I know I've successfully added Tina. Now, as of this moment, nothing's going to happen though. These two people will not, Jeremy and Tina, sorry, will not appear as a curator until they, in their accounts, click that they have accepted my invitation. What this will look like, and I'll take 1 second and navigate away from this studio and go to another one of my studios. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my stuff. I'm going to go to my studios, and I have 14 studios. A lot of different studios I've followed from different teachers, but I'm going to go down and see if I can find, let's see if this one worked. So I'll go to this and we'll see if it works. Go to curators, and you can see that I have one curator who's Tina, and then I have also promoted Jeremy up to manager. So for example, once you have some curators, Tina can only add her own content and remove her own content. Once she's done this, it's easy for her to add content and remove content. If I promote her up to a manager, that means she can add or remove any content, not just content that she has put up or taken down. The other thing about being a manager, and please be careful about this, is Jeremy could theoretically click this X and he could demote me from being a manager, and he could take control of this project. So that might be an option if you want to pass off a studio to somebody else in terms of managing it. To promote somebody who's a curator up to manager, you just click promote, and their name will click up here. So I can promote Tina up to a manager. Now her name is up here. So that's what it looks like when you promote a curator up to a manager. I'm going to go back, or I'm just going to take 1 second and say, when you go to your project, this is where added projects appear, and I'll go over how to add projects in a second. And then overall, or I'll go over how to add projects in another video. But over here, this image is of the most recent projects that you've added. And then I also included a little blurb about the project. You can include links or other information in this area. You can see that nobody's commented on the on our coding project, and this is a summary of all activity that's happened within our studio. So it's a pretty easy way to manage and be able to monitor what's happening within our studio. So there's a quick overview of how to create a studio and add curators and promote them to managers. I'll add a quick video after this on how to add projects both for you as a teacher and for students, and how they could be able to do it as well really easily. So I'll be posting that video up in a couple seconds.